Hello? Can you guys hear me? Oh, I think I'm doubling real bad. Hold on. There we go. Is that better? Please let me know if the audio is bad. Okay, how about this? Is this better? Is this better? A little? Oh, that's like, yeah, that's way too quiet. There we go, there we go, there we go. I think we fixed it. I think we're okay. Okay, how about this? Is this better? Is this better? A little? Oh, that's like, yeah, that's way too quiet. There we go, there we go, there we go. I think we fixed it. I think we're okay. Okay. Ooh. Good. All right, perfect. Oh my God, what happened here? That's crazy. Just typical technical difficulties here. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Just the usual technical difficulties. I know what I did wrong. I'll fix it later. It's fine. Everything is perfectly fine. There we go. You honestly, you can't escape it. No matter, you can plan for every little thing, and it's just never gonna happen the way you believe it is. Oh my God. All right. And just make sure at any point, let me know if I sound okay. Or if something goes horribly wrong. Oh, thank you, my alerts work. Thank you for subscribing. I love you. Mama, 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 mama. Thanks, everybody. I'm so glad we can all be here together. All right. We can only do so much. That is so true. Okay. Well, it's not necessarily, my model's not necessarily a secret or anything. But I'm gonna, the way I do this, it's true. The way I do this reveal is we're just gonna go top down. Sound good? Yeah? Do you like my flowers? My little crown? I love this crown so much. It's so nice. Do you love the roses? They're so pretty. Ba, 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 ba. Oh. Hello. Hello there, everyone. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. This is so exciting for me. I'm simultaneously terrified, but also this is the best day of my life, truly. Oh, thank you, darling. And my little accessories, how they jingle. Oh. Oh. Hello. Good to see you. Oh, let me move over a little bit. Oh. Hello. I'm down here. What you guys doing up there? Hi. And you can see into the void that is my eyes. Long ago, these eyes used to be all-seeing. And now, well, I just try to get through the day. As we all do. Hi. Hello, everyone. It's so good to see you. Oh my god, this makes me so happy. You guys have no idea. Oh, thank you, darling. It's so good to see everyone. You can see also my little ear twitches. It's too much and too little, honestly. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh, I'm actually gonna move this just a little bit over more. No, I'm gonna also ruin this for my other screens. I just know it. Very much, yes. I'm a very sleepy person, as we will discover in this future. And you can see my teeth. And then if I'm upset at you, if I can do it right. Hi, Koi. Welcome in. Oh, thank you, Kari. My mascara. Fangirls rise. Good to see everyone. We're gonna move a little bit further. You see my collar? Mm-hmm. Isn't it cute? We'll move a little bit more till you can obviously see my lovely and beautiful hands. Do you like it? Let me move over so you guys can see yourselves a little bit too. So what you see here, for a little explanation in my appearance and my limbs, for my appearance and my limbs, I am somebody who comes from far, far away. I hope you're purely looking at my personality, yes? I come from far, far away, and this body is made up of pure astral energy, since I hail from the astral sea. And so a lot of my limbs, and after a little incident, I wasn't able to fully manifest a physical form anymore. So a lot of my limbs are still made up of the stars from where I hail from. So you can see here I captured a little bit. I captured some of their essence that is still in the in my limbs and extremities. You see how they still move and they still alive within my body. So this is as much as I can manifest from my core. Thank you. From my core at the moment. Maybe one day I'll be able to fully manifest a proper body. But for now, I have these little star limbs. And we'll begin to move down. You can see all the little constellations that I have. That's a good one. I think we have all these little constellations that I took pieces of and manifested in my body. Now for my lower half right now is a little, my legs don't quite work right now. Rally, I need to make you a mod. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Just so I can see you better. And for my limbs here, or my legs don't, you probably could. We might have passed by each other on the way here. My legs don't quite work right now. But I'll still show you regardless, even if I'm a little stiff at the moment. But you can see my little star charm right there. And then if you look closely, what's this? What's this? A little Cassiopeia constellation? Oh my goodness. Look at that. How cute. So like I said, my lower extremities have not been fully manifested. So even my legs right now are still made up of stars. But I do my best to hold them together into a form that resembles a more humanoid personage, you know? Go all the way down to my feet. Look at me right here. See, typically I can float wherever I go. I might have, I forget which constellations I have on me. I might have a dipper. But yeah, I can most of the time I'm just around floating. It's kind of like show feet, but you know, if the feet are made up of stars, is it really the same? And we'll come back up. Hi. Good to see you. Oh, let me fix myself a little bit so you can see better. There we are. All right, and let me know if the music is a little loud compared to my voice, or if you can hear me all right. That would be appreciated. Thank you so much. All right. Looking into deep space, you'll find love in this deep space. Oh, it's so good to see everybody. Let me give a proper hello to you all. My name is Storyteller. But of course you can tell me Miss Teller or Oracle. And we'll get into my PowerPoint debut, or my PowerPoint, in just a second. I am an astral deity here to bring you lots and lots of new stories. And one and only, I'm now appearing on Love in Deep Space, baby. Find me on the next update. Oh. And I'm so happy to be here today. It's so good to see you. Oh, you guys are so sweet. You're just gonna make me blush. Oh, it's so nice being here. All right, let's get into my PowerPoint, shall we? Without further delay. We'll go ahead and just move things right along. Give me just one moment. Make sure everything is up and okay. There we go. Hi, dear. Welcome in. I have so many lovely things to share. I'm so happy to have everybody here. All right, let's get this started. Let's see here. All right. And you guys are so funny. All right, there we go. Let me just move myself down a little bit. just so you can see everything. Maybe let's do crown off. That way so you can see a little better. I think that would be nice. I'll put it on in just a little bit. All right. And you'll learn very quickly. One of my favorite things to do ever is make PowerPoints. So I really hope you enjoy this. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. It's so good to see you. I truly, deeply appreciate everybody's support and everybody being here today. You guys are the sweetest and you're making my course so happy. All right. Let us begin. First of all, I want to start with the credits. Just in case I show this to, or any of the people who helped me be here today see this, I prefer to give credits in the beginning. So some of my assets that I have right now, you'll find Sasa.exe did a fantastic, lovely logo for me. I mean, truly incredible. I sent a little sketch about the thought of like the name coming out of a book. I thought that was so cute and they did so well with it. It looks really cute. All right. And then my overlays all done by a website from VTuber Graphics. They do a lot of really nice graphics for people just starting out. All of their equipment and stuff is all, or their assets and everything are all incredibly affordable. Really nice stuff. Background, our beloved Coffee Run, supporting VTubers for so long. I just love their composition and the things that they do. And you'll find this lovely rig is done by none other than Faye Live 2D. To really, like, I think personally, to me, in my opinion, I think the rigging is what really makes a model, because you can have the most beautiful art in the world, but it's really that how you're gonna make it come to life is the most important to me personally. And I knew, especially with what I wanted to do with myself, I knew that I wanted to put in the work for this rigging. Now, I want to remind everybody that you do not need to drop thousands and thousands of dollars to just start VTubing. A PNG is perfectly fine. I just have very big, I have big dreams. I have big dreams, big goals. And I also had a very specific wants. And I knew I wanted to put in the effort and the work for it. So Faye is also just a Faye is also just an incredible rigger. If you ever see more of their work, it's so incredibly good. Yeah. And then for the model art itself, we have none other than me. All the lovely art done by myself. It took forever, and it is my first time. So it's just if we get a little wonky at sometimes, that is purely my fault. It is nothing on my rigger. In fact, did incredible to turn what I gave and make this presentable for you. And even with the little small things that my model can do, like especially with my ear twitches and stuff like that, like I was thinking of asking for, I didn't want to bother because I know about how difficult rigging is. And I really didn't want to bother her about it, but she just kind of did it on her own. And so I now have, and I'm so expressive, and it just makes me so happy. It was just included, and somewhat is so easy and so lovely to work with. For any fixes or anything, they were always available. So kind and so lovely to work with. Makes me so happy. All right, and moving forward, we have a little about getting to know me more. And there we have a full for you. My name, once again, is Storyteller. Acceptable aliases. These are all the things you can call me by. The most common that people notify me as is either Miss Teller, Teller, or Oracle, those first three. But any of these titles that I've been called throughout the ages are perfectly acceptable. I traveled a lot in my I guess my youth. I've been all over, and I have had many names throughout all of my travels. So a lot of different titles that I've been granted, but this one seemed to stuck. I've never had, I don't have necessarily an actual, I guess you can say a mortal name. Just these various titles, but I don't mind. I like these titles. These are good. These are, it encompasses who I am, and I have no problems with that. Oh my God, I just realized, hold on, fixing chat once again. Y'all are getting sucked away. There we go. Whoop. Okay. That should be better. Let me fix this. I know I'm just going to be fixing chat forever. Would Liberia be acceptable? That's an interesting name. It's not something that I would refer to myself, but it's not a bad name. It's very nice. I wouldn't personally, I wouldn't personally go by it, but it is a very nice name. I don't know listen, I'm going to be struggling with chat forever. I can't fix it. It's never going to happen. But I think ST, if you want to just simplify it even more, ST is fine. I'd say this list that I have is a very acceptable list of names. Oracle works perfect. Thank you. And so, as I said before, I am an astral deity of stories and lore. My duty is to archive as well as share all that I know and experience and present it to you so we can all revel together in the shared experience of story. And there's nothing I love more, and what my purpose was when I came to this world was to do storytelling. And I still find the deepest, sincere joy in it. And the best way that I can do that is through streaming, I've learned. Streaming, talking, sharing. I love it so much, and I'm so excited. So my birthday, and I consider this birthday the day that I landed, because the day that I actually was created among the astral sea, there is no way that I can equate it in years of the earth, because well, time is interesting whenever you travel through galaxies. So I'm saying February 2nd is the day that I officially landed upon the earth. And so 2-2, just like today, and double 2 seemed to be my lucky number. So I wanted to also make that for debut, another double 2. What are my favorite types of stories? I love fantasy. I get absolutely absorbed in fantasy. There's so much you can do in a fantasy setting. Even if you add like steampunk elements and stuff like that, you can have like mechanical magic. There's so much, like Final Fantasy is such a great example of, I call it mechanical magic. There's just, fantasy is such a big medium that you can work with. And let's see, what's my age? Old. Very old. Like I said, I was born from the astral sea and traveling all the way here. Space and time get wonky. I'm definitely above the age of 21. That's all you need to know. I'm an old lady. Me too. My Oshi mark. You can see here the sparkles and the open book. to perfectly encapsulate who I am and where I came from. And for the languages that I know is English, a small bit of Japanese, and an even smaller bit of Spanish. I'm as old as I feel. Oh, I also feel old sometimes too, so I don't know. I used to know so many languages because during my travels, it's very important to, if you're going to share a story, you have to know the language. So I learned lots and lots of languages whenever I was traveling. But unfortunately, after my incident, when I came back to myself, I was once again raised with English. And so that is what I primarily speak now. But I do know a little bit of Japanese, a very, like I can get around. And I can, if I listen to it and if it's slow, I can understand. You have to essentially talk to me like I'm a child. And it's that I know a bunch of words, but I don't know how to conjugate properly. So that's always my issue. And Spanish is the same thing. I just grew up, in my mortal form when, I lost a lot of my astral abilities after my incident. I had a mortal form that I walked around in, and you can, now when I do my day job, I transform into that mortal form as well. So I look very different from how I am now. But yeah, it's when I was starting to experience more of human life once again, I was around a lot of Spanish speaking people. And it's shameful that I never fully caught on. But if I can kind of get it, I can listen and I can kind of understand. With Japanese, that was self-taught, and I'm still working on teaching myself. All right, and my height is 7 foot or 213 centimeters. Though I can shift my form, as I mentioned. I am a rather big lady. Typically, when I change into a more mortal figure, I shrink myself down for however long my workday is, and then to a typically I'll be around 5'10", but most of the time, especially when I'm at home, which is a lot, I'm in a more comfortable 7 foot. That seems to be what my body can easily allow and let me handle. It's hard condensing myself sometimes, so I found the middle ground to be, this is pretty comfortable. Yes, I am. I'm a big lady. All right. And more explanation on my core. Me a little cry. Yeah. So my core is my essence. This body is a manifestation made real thanks to my core, and it has allowed me to communicate and interact with all types of life forms. So you can't see my core because it resides right under where my hand is, beneath my chest. It is truly the core of my being, and it helps project my body the way it is, and also all these formations of stars. Because without the my current ability is to just keep my body moving for the most part. My unfortunately my prophecies and my visions have been lost to me right now. So I can no longer see the futures of individuals. Now the core in my being is just meant to keep me going. And you can see, oh, what's this? Little imagery for you. Oh my goodness. Giant woman, giant woman. So you can see here, we have up here, oh, I'm dying. There I am. way up in the top is my when I was first formed among the stars. You can see it was a big, it's kind of like, I guess, when a new star is born. It's a big blast of energy. And then all that energy eventually coalesced into a more solid, I guess, as much as you can say, formation of stars and energy. So this little thing here is what baby pictures. It really is. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, these are my baby pictures, everyone. So this little thing right here is my being, my true being. It's just all made up of this little stardust, and all this astral energy resides within me. And that's how I am formulated. Where do all these pictures come from? Oh goodness, I wonder. Maybe we'll see in the future. All right, let's see here. Me as a baby. You guys are funny. All right. And next we are going to do my likes and dislikes. We're going to start with my dislikes because I have so much more likes than dislikes. My dislikes are very simple, very easy. 1, I overheat. I'm overheating constantly. I'm a billion degrees all the time. All the time. It's so hot, and it's literally and figuratively, I am always hot, and it kills me. It really does. Like right now, I have to sit in my room with the fan off. So occasionally you might hear me flapping my hand fan that I have on my desk. If it becomes too disruptive, please let me know. But yeah, I do have a little hand fan on my desk that I use. Well, let me slide over. Yeah, there we go. I have a hand fan on my desk to help me cool off sometimes. I have my small one and my big chunky one. She thick. I love her. I think you know where this is going. Say, I'll always hold your hand, my beloved. All right. There we go. Bright overhead ceiling lights. Get rid of them. I don't want them. They're all bad. I hate it. It's too bright. My eyes hurt. I hate bright lights. I like a simple desk lamp. A desk lamp will work perfectly fine. Or even I have LEDs in my room, and that is my only light that I use. A little desk lamp or my LEDs. And even then I turn my LEDs down. No overhead lights. Too much. Too bright. Don't like. Don't like. And most condiments, not a fan. Just simply not a fan. And when I say this, I mean particularly most American condiments. American condiments suck. And I'm on my soapbox about this. American condiments, you are the worst. Ketchup, disgusting. Hate it. Mustard, specifically American mustard, sucks. Awful. Hate it. Exactly. Most what? So how can we see the stars without light pollution? I know. It's sad, really. I hate condiments. I hate them. Truly. I like Kewpie. So what I mean by American condiments is that I'm a fan of Kewpie mayo, which is typically an Asian version of mayo. But I'll despise a Miracle Whip. And for ketchup, it doesn't matter where it's from. I hate it. It's gross. I hate it. And I like a Dijon. I can have some Dijon mustard, maybe the occasional honey mustard, but typical oversaturated American mustard. Disgusting. I hate it. Disgusting. Don't want it. All right. And then now moving to my likes, which are many. So I'm so glad to get into this. We'll start with some of my anime-manga. I have, oh, give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. Ami, you can have all the mustard you want. I don't want it. It's gross. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, it's, you know what? If she's a 10, but I'm okay with that. That's fine with me. For my likes for my anime, I went with a kind of a variety. Though the majorities are recent besides Yu Yu Hakusho, I love Jujutsu Kaisen. Kekkai Sensen I cannot recommend enough to people. Its release in the West was not super I guess promoted, I guess you can say. Yeah. But my beloved Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. And then Hunter x Hunter and Blue Period. I put this list is animes that have like greatly impacted me. Jujutsu Kaisen, wonderful storytelling. I love that series so dearly, so deeply. The same with Kekkai Sensen, specifically the first season of Kekkai Sensen was very, oh my god, the ending was gorgeous. And also a lot of these were animated by Madhouse, so bug out. Hunter x Hunter I will stand by as one of the most masterful forms of storytelling, especially with their world building, lore, and the rules that they set up within their lore. Incredible. I truly don't think in terms of like power scaling or anything like that, I don't think anything really beats Hunter x Hunter in the way that they have that set up. Blue Period, if you didn't know, Blue Period is about the struggles of an artist, and what it's like going through from I guess you can call him, he was a delinquent, trying to find a path for himself, and he found his path within art, and I recognize that as something that I went through myself in my mortal walkings. So Blue Period is very true. I have never seen a more like real telling of an artist's struggle, especially like going from like high school to college. It encapsulates everything in that experience. Truly golden. Yu Yu Hakusho, phenomenal. If you're not watching 90s animes, what are you doing with your life? I know I have, like I said, I have a lot of recent animes here, but Yu Yu Hakusho and a lot of 90s animes were my bread and butter. It's it's one of those ones where I have to watch it in English because it's just Justin Cook as Yusuke is the best. Every time I hear Blue Period, I think, yeah. I think you should. Blue Period is incredibly good. Oh, hey, my stream elements work. That's cool. I'm glad it works. I wasn't paying attention to that. That's so nice. Thank you, everyone. All right, and for my manga, of course, the only manga that you will ever need to read in your life, Gokurakugai Sanbari Dori no Ken, is the best manga you will ever read in your entire life. Why do I know this? This is my background, by the way, for my desktop. It is art. The art is gorgeous. The creator, fantastic. The writing, phenomenal. The characters, gorgeous. I mean, the detailing in the scenery and in the outfits, are you kidding me? what once started as just like a little one-shot finally got serialized. It is a masterful work, and it's only a manga right now. Lord, I am begging for an anime. If only I can just continue to look at Miss Tao forever. Oh, she's so beautiful. My lady. Oh, I love her so much. Isn't she pretty? Oh my god. Tao-san. Tao-san. The only woman to ever exist in the world. My lovely Miss Tao. How I would do anything for you. Anything. So that all is to say you should watch, you should read Gokurakugai. This has been an ad brought to you by Miss Teller. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Isn't she beautiful? Everybody should fall for her. I love her so much. If you like, I love Sakamoto Days so much. You're so right. If you are a fan of, I would equate it to, like if you were to kind of mix Jujutsu Kaisen with Bungo Stray Dogs, I would say that is the closest approximation of what this manga is about. It has supernatural elements to it. It has, like, I guess you could say they're demons or monsters. And these two are in a specialized industry of sorts, where they specifically hunt these kinds of creatures. I'm so glad. Be drawn in by the art style. It is gorgeous. I'm so deeply in love with Yuto Sano's art. It's so amazing, truly. Yeah, I recommend it. Bungo Stray Dogs is really, really good. I promise. All right, more of my likes in games. So Okami, there we go. Okami is a game that I have been played to death and back. I know the ins and outs of the game. I could probably play that game blindfolded. I have played Okami so much. It is by far one of my favorite games ever. And yeah, oh my god, the way the other one in Gokurakugai is Alma. He has the cutest little smile. But Okami, my favorite game, one of my favorite games ever. The next being Persona. I'm a big fan of all the Persona series. I run my own Persona tabletop. I've been a long time dungeon master, and I've run a bunch of tabletop RPGs and all that. So yeah, anything to tell a story. Persona 5 being one of, though Persona 3 and especially with Reload coming out made me remember my sincere love of Persona 3. I'm so excited for most likely when we get Persona 4 remake. But yeah, 5 just hit a spot, you know. It hit a really good spot in my core, and it left an impact on me. The same with Fire Emblem Three Houses, led such a deep, profound impact on me as a person. The house in Fata Morgana, and I will stand by this, one of the greatest visual novels ever made. If you don't mind, like all visual novels, if you don't mind reading a book and looking at pretty pictures and dealing with some kind of dark content, Fata Morgana is definitely not for kids. But I highly recommend it. It's incredible, I would say novel, honestly. So good. Yusuke, my beloved. Fatamoru, the GOAT! The GOAT! The other would be Grand Blue Fantasy, which is one of my favorite mobile games. Grand Blue Fantasy has been, oh god, this has been going for like 10 years or so, and I think I fell into it around year 5, I think. it also has it has beautiful characters, beautiful art, beautiful story. I love anything that tells a good story. Speaking of Final Fantasy, haters will say I'm wrong, but I loved 15 with all my heart. Everything about it just felt so much like home to me. And the Final Fantasy has always been really good of so true. Grand Blue has the best character designs ever. I love their art style so much. Final Fantasy has always had a sincere place in my being, especially with, and haters will say I'm wrong, but I loved Crisis Core so much. It's not even a mainline game, and I adored Crisis Core. You know, 8 is also, of course, really good. Yeah, but I found a lovely home in 15, you know? And to this day, I have a bunch of memorabilia from 15, and so lovely. 9 is also phenomenal. Great choices all around. Cranboo is great because Lucilius is there. That's true. I love Fasan. He's an evil bitch and I love him so much. Some of my favorite foods, cream cheese. Just cream cheese. I'll eat an entire block by myself. I do not mind. I love cream cheese. Love it. Cheesecakes, red velvet cakes, any kind of pasta dishes, then you make it extra cheesy by putting cream cheese in it. I love cream cheese. I'll eat a tub of cream cheese. I'll eat it by the block. I don't care. I love cream cheese so much. In fact, you may argue that you could almost believe that my hair is made up of cream cheese. I just love it. I was going to write specifically cheesecake as a love of mine, but no, it's just cream cheese. Sushi, cream cheese in it. Any kind of specific savory rolls, all has cream cheese in it. Delicious, beautiful. Love cream cheese. Teas of all varieties. I love hot teas. I love cold teas, boba teas, honey teas. I was just thinking about making a cheesecake soon. Oh my god, please share. I want it so bad. Just throw it in my mouth. Whenever you're done, just let me know and I'll just wait, and I'll open my window and you can just throw it at me and I'll eat it. Hot teas, cold teas, honey teas, boba teas, all forms of teas. I love tea so much. I literally have like 5 teas on my desk right now, other than what I am currently drinking, which is a lovely pear prosecco. Celebratory. Just sending it in the mail. Thank you. And then melon, but specifically these little melon ice cream pops here, to die for. I used to go to a K barbecue place where they would give you this after the meal, but then they stopped, and I thought all was lost. But no, all is not lost, because luckily there's a store near me that sells them, and so I buy them in bulk. I love these so much. They're so delicious. Melon, my love. Just for you too, Reddy. I'll bring you some as a gift, because I don't know how easily accessible they are for you. But I'll be sure to bring some next time I see you. And then meat. These fangs aren't for nothing. I'm a huge meat eater. There is nothing. Truly, I find nothing more enticing and delicious than a lovely and juicy steak. You know, sinking your teeth into delicious juicy meat is unparalleled. I love it nearly raw and red and beautifully marinated and seared and dripping, either grilled or full with cracked pepper, or based in a pan with garlic butter and herbs. Oh my god. There is nothing like a lovely gathering with everyone all together and sinking into a full spread and the rich smell as it cooks. Absolutely divine, truly. Mm-hmm. Girl, it's not just a steak, it's my heart. I love delicious meat. Delicious meat. Oh. Girl, it's just a steak. My likes in music. Music is very important to me. Like, no. It's fine. I don't know what you mean. Particularly my likes are full of rock, alder, screamo. You'll find I'm just realizing how far behind chat is, so I'm gonna give it a second. But you'll find that I have a wide variety of likes in music, though these are my popular likes. For the classic, from your classics, MCR and Fall Out Boy, to Minuskin is how you pronounce it. I believe, even I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that entirely right, but the A with a with that little circle above it, I believe, if from what my family has taught me, I believe is pronounced like a sound. So it's Minuskin. Sleep Token, my beloved. And other classics, Paramore, Bring Me the Horizon. Welcome back, Linkin Park. I missed you so much. And then I have Maximum the Hormone at the bottom there. So a little fun story about a lot of my likes. Long time ago, in the days of old, I used to have just this MP3 player. And so the way that, if you don't know, the way that these old MP3 players work, especially the one that I had, it was like the tiniest little square, I guess. It was even smaller. Oh, sorry. Even smaller than an iPod Nano. With just your play pause button, your volume button, and then your forward or your back button. No screen or nothing. So I had a lot of songs that were downloaded, and the I had a lot of songs downloaded on there that you know, at the time I was just like, things would play and I had no idea who was singing it, except I knew every Linkin Park song, and I definitely knew it was Linkin Park all the time. Same with like Evanescence, Flyleaf, love it. But whatever song would play in a rotation, I would have no idea what specifically that song was. And I wouldn't know, like, you know, the band name or the song name. So I listened to a lot of music, and it wasn't until like way later in life that I actually realized like who sung it. And part of that was Maximum the Hormone, which I realized I liked a lot of their music, but I didn't realize it was them. Like, even when I used to watch the Death Note opening and ending that they did, I never processed that it was them who sung those songs. And so yeah, this is I've learned since then. I use Spotify for everything now, so now I'm in the know. Some of my favorite bog music, of course, beautiful, lovely. Florence and the Machine, my beloved Miss Dear Florence. How I adore her with all my being. Currently, I would say, I guess you can call it, it's not like a full song, but her song No Choir, it's like a minute long, minute 20, I think. No Choir is one of my favorite songs right now. Other than that, it would have to be What the Water Gave Me. Beautiful. Florence truly has no bad songs. And I mean this in such a heartfelt and true way. There's songs that you can like more than the others, but she never has a single bad song, and I stand by that. Sorry, I'm gonna get a little sip. Pear Prosecco is pretty good. All right. And then, of course, Hosier, my favorite. And then if you've never listened to the Hush sound, they're fairly similar to, they're similar to the Crane Wives, but I would say they're a little less folky. But they have a kind of similar sound. Very diverse music, I would say. All right. And then for my JP side, my beloved Misato, in my training, in my vocal training and in my singing, I've been practicing a lot, and I just want to emulate even the smallest modicum of what she can do with her voice. Her playfulness and her style and her freedom in how she sings is truly an inspiration. And I want to just, I want to emulate that in my own singing, especially with her. And you'll notice in a lot of my rock choices and everything, I love a textured voice. And so having a lot of that texture is really important to me as a singer. Other Paralive and Hip Mic, I'm an OG, baby. I've been with a Hip Mic since the beginning, and I do mean that so genuinely. I've fallen off a little bit nowadays because I'm just so busy. But yeah, it's my little rap guys. I like those guys. They're fun. You think of any JP actor and they're probably in there, or JP Seiyu, they're in there. So there's Rail, Shura, General Annie Song, of course. And also general idol music. I kind of made the distinction of idol music versus Paralive and Hip Mic, even though technically you can call Hip Mic, I would say Hip Mic especially, but you can call Hip Mic and Paralive idol music. Technically, they're like a subgenre. And musicals. I love Moulin Rouge. And recently Epic has been topping my charts in musicals. And then of course Hamilton and Be More Chill. I found it was very, me and some friends of mine really enjoyed watching Be More Chill together. But yeah, it's, Epic has definitely been captivating me right now. The composition and watching it all, slowly come to life, because you know it's not an actual it's only a discography. Of course I'm so happy to have a musical section, because of the they only have a discography right now, and it's just gorgeous. I love listening. I don't know shit about Yohei my Oshi. Yohei also my Oshi. I don't know shit about composition in music. I know a little bit. My family is very artistically and musically inclined, so they've done a lot of things around in general. But it's still something that I have to learn, and I'm working hard on it. I wanna learn more to be able to produce more of more songs, more covers. I also just like to understand things better, you know. Yeah. All right. And then for this little part here, oh, let me make sure that I move myself over a little bit, because I'm gonna be blocking this. Let me just, I think I can settle around. Whoop. There we go. I can settle around here. Bring this back up. Hi. Hello. This should be better. Okay. And then for other miscellaneous likes of mine, I told you there was a lot. I just love dogs so much. Dogs are some of my favorite. Of course, I love all animals. I've been around animals almost all my life, pretty much all my life, and existing on this earth. I found I've known to train dogs, and I've just worked around them for a very long time. So I'm just a very good trainer, shall we say. But they've just been prevalent in my life, you know? Yeah. What's next? Oh, I don't know what you mean. Other things that I enjoy is beautiful, lush green forests. I love so much. When I first landed here, I was surrounded by beautiful green. And that immediately stuck with me for going into the future. I just love being surrounded by beautiful green forest. And clear starry skies, like we kind of talked about before. I love to see a beautiful clear sky, and it sucks when you're living in an area with a lot of light pollution that it's hard for most people in general or never get to experience what it's like to see such a truly clear starry sky. If you ever get the chance to go to the middle of nowhere to actually experience it, what it's like to look at the stars, I highly recommend it. Truly, it can make you feel a lot, you know? It can make you feel infinitely small, or you can look and see infinite possibilities. That's how I like to see it. Oh, and then other things that I really enjoy are people or characters with really big, huge hearts. You know? There's just something about a character when you look at how big their hearts are. It's just really really a sight to behold, you know? I just can't get enough of looking at, experiencing such a huge hearts. It's truly endearing and so lovely, you know what I mean? I'm just such a big heart fan, you know? Oh, it's time for BL, baby! Woo. I am not only a BL girly, I am the BL girly. I've been around this longer than you've been born, my dears. Oh, nothing I love more in my life than to sit down with a beautiful story that involves boys kissing. That is, in fact, I would say if I weren't through, if it wasn't for my core, I would say my essence is truly just made up of BL, and I'll stand by that. We have a lovely selection that I have picked out for you today, handcrafted by yours truly. And you can see over here, we have BL for all types. We have our lovely, and oh my god, I forgot my box. Hold on. I'll fix this. I can fix this. Whoop, whoop. There we are. Whee! I'm big now. We have over here, may I present to you one of the greatest manhwa ever made, webcomic, Kingsmaker. I will reiterate that none of what you're seeing here is for children. Pretty much none of my content is, to be fair. But Kingsmaker was a phenomenal work, and I mean this so sincerely. I want everybody to, if you can handle some hard themes, I really, really recommend Kingsmaker. Of course, take care of yourself. Look up content warnings and everything if you need to. I am a huge advocate of your own personal safety and making sure you know what you're getting into before you engross in any piece of media. Kingsmaker, beautiful, lovely. Relly, I am begging you to read Kingsmaker. This is not a joke. Me and Ami are, oh my god, big Kingsmaker fans. Oh Jesus, who's calling me right now? Oh, sorry guys. Oh, I had to throw my phone away. And next to it, you will see, I'll continue for this row here, Mad K. Diving into the girlies who like a little more spice, for the girls, gays, and theys who like a little more spice to their life. Mad K here is eroguro, so erotic guro, and I highly recommend, if that's not your alley, just be careful. But I love Mad K so much. It's so interesting in their world of demonology and the lore of how they kind of embody what it's like being in hell. So it's the contractee and their contracted demon, and their interesting relationship together, shall we say. And then down here we have Make Me Bark. Wonder why that's on there. Something called Make Me Bark. Crazy. It's really good, by the way. You should read it. It's really good. And for a more older taste of people who were there for the early kind of like the Tokyo Pop productions of BL manga, over here we have Hidoku Schneide. Hidoku Schneide is it's good. It's really good. It follows through high school going into college with these two here. I specifically chose this one when they're later in college because I like how Maya, the black-haired one there, I love his glow up so much. I mean, he looked fine before, but his glow up when he got his hair cut and he got this black hair, oh my god, it's gorgeous. I love Maya. So cute. It's the delinquent falls in love with the nerd is the premise of this, and then a lot of stuff happens. It's really good. I recommend it. Moving back down here, we have Midnight Rain. If you've seen my Twitter, I've recommended Midnight Rain before. It is I like to say it's old man yaoi, but it's really, I want to say the white-haired one here is actually closer to his 30s, I'm pretty sure. And then Ethan, the black-haired one, is closer to his 40s, I think. It's like late 40s, I want to say. I don't remember. It's been a little bit. But Midnight Rain is really good. It has some, I guess you could call it mafia elements to it. It's full of melancholy. So prepare to be a little sad, but it's really, really good. Everything that I give to you today, trust me when I say it's good. I promise. I promise. Moving back up. All of the XXX series of XXX Allergy or Secret Secret XXX or Allergy XXX. I'm gonna tell you, Meguru Hinohara, an incredible BL manga artist. Love her work so much. Her expressiveness in her characters and her like this clean line art and beautiful style. I love her work so much. Her spin-off as well, Therapy Game, is really, really good. all of her works are phenomenal, and I mean that. I love her so much. And staying up here, Dear Door. Oh, those who get it, get it. Those who get it, get it. Dear Door is another one. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Dear Door is similar in Mad K, where there's a, I guess, a contractee and their demon. Except it's less about the lore of hell and more of a little bit of a murder mystery, kinda. Not a huge mystery, but a lot of murder. There is assuredly a lot of murder. Dear Door, my love. Moving down to the softer ones. We have Seaside Stranger, Stranger by the Sea, Umibe Etnoranger, or Stranger, sorry. It's like, sounds like a Power Ranger. Stranger by the Sea is also, I'm sure, a movie that most of us have seen already. A very beautiful melancholy dealing with grief, and loss of a loved one, and learning how to be, how to manage your emotions, I guess. It was, I know I have them together. Seaside Stranger is really, really good. It's very somber. It's very soft. I love the painterly like art style, and the same with sign or sign language down here. This is another manhwa. It is a fan favorite of many, taking place in a cafe setting with the smaller one here being you could say that Johan, our dark-haired individual, has a really nice voice. It's really nice to listen to, and it just has an effect on our dear little protagonist here. But also Johan is deaf, and so he speaks through primarily sign language, of course. You should reread sign. He speaks through primarily sign language, and what I love the most about sign is that how it's, and there's more stories like this where it's not like Johan isn't ever depicted as like helpless, you know, because he's a very capable individual, and just also explaining more about the what it's like being a deaf. If you want to have a little more of a introspection about that, I'd say Sign of Affection is a very good example of what it's like, you know, being a deaf person. I of course wouldn't know myself, but great reviews, good reviews, you know, from the people who matter most, from our disabled community. And Sign is a really, really nice, touching story, as well as some wild shit happens. It's really, really good. I highly recommend it. All right, let me settle myself back here. Whoop. Sorry, I gotta get adjusted. My bad. Whoop. There we go. From the people, the food jokes. Really. No, all of these are great recommendations. I will never steer any of you wrong. All right. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay, moving on. We have, oh, we're nearing to the end. Oh my God. Okay, so my most important goal, and this may be cheesy, but my most important goal always is to have fun. And I do mean this so genuinely. To have fun with friends is probably one of the biggest reasons I started VTubing. other than my goal to share lots and lots of stories with everybody. I want to do something that is very meaningful to me and is a way to also connect with a lot of my friends. And so VTubing has been something that has been a good way of connecting people, and also is a very interesting medium to utilize. I kind of, in the future, I just want to see more of what VTubing can do. I love people who like really push the boundaries of this medium. There's so much you can do. You know, streaming is not just for games. You can do all sorts of stuff. You can do whatever your heart desires. And I truly mean that. It's this is simply a medium. What you do with it is your choice, you know? And then, oh, for numbers are never like, you know, the biggest thing ever. But I would like a small modicum of 100. And I think shooting for that is like, you know, just a baseline goal. I'm very comfortable in knowing what I want to do and who I want to be on this platform, and on towards future, when I do occasional Twitch streams and all that. I know who I am. I know what I want to do. And I always greatly appreciate those who want to follow me for this journey. I cannot give you enough thanks. I'm a reasonable and I was gonna say a modest woman. Let's say I have some this is a simple ideal of mine. Just once I reach that, then, you know, I'm set. That's it. I'm glad. Involve many in projects and run lots of group events. Like I said before, my having fun with friends is the most important to me in this medium. And so I want to involve as many people as I can in a lot of projects that I do. And I have a lot of plans in the future to run so many group events and get I want us to be friends. I want VTubers to be friends. I really, really want people to just to get along, honestly. But yeah, more than anything, I want to involve the people I love in doing other things that I enjoy, you know? Get better at singing and sing with friends. I mentioned before a little bit that I've been doing a lot of practicing. I've been taking classes. I would describe my singing voice as incredibly average, you know? Not necessarily the most stunning in the world, but I can at least hold a note for the most part. Friendship. I can at least hold a note. Very the very minimal, I guess. Yeah, and I'm trying a lot of things with my voice. I want to try to I don't have particularly the best clean vocals, shall we say? But I've leaned a little more into doing more like textured in my singing, you know? If my musical likes are anything to go by, I love textured vocals. Those are something that I feel like I can emulate more than really trying hard to do clean notes, you know? And with that, release a cover. I'm gonna be so real with you. I had plans to release a cover for debut, and I had a lot of plans. And it just, my current living situation where I am right now, I just don't feel the most comfortable being able to properly sing for, to record, and with my little setup that I have right now. And I think one of the most important things when you're working on a cover is to feel comfortable in your environment enough to, be able to sing properly. And I just don't have that right now, but I will in the future. I have I'm gonna be moving at some point, and so when I have a more studio setup, I assuredly, I can guarantee you, by next year, a cover will be done of something. What may it be? Who knows? Stay tuned. And this is an obvious one. Just live comfortably and happily. This is a big start for me in diving more into doing things that I really enjoy doing. I want to a lot of my body is trying to die constantly, and I mean, we're all decaying slowly, but I feel like I'm decaying faster. And so in the time that I have, and I want to I just want to be comfortable, you know? I want my whatever bones I have in here to stop dying. Oh, and my soft goal that I have here is to create a cinematic 3D production. I put this as a soft goal because I have no idea when in the world this can be achieved. And that's fine, you know. This is a big dream to work up to, because I'm really talking up a whole production, and I mean that so like a capital P production, you know. I've been greatly inspired by the things that others can do in their 3D, and I really want to emulate something like that in the future. When? Who knows? One day. But I won't stop working towards it. That's a very personal goal of mine that I want to I'll one day realize. And I'm comfortable in saying that it is within the realm of possibility. It is absolutely possible. It's just difficult. But it's not impossible, just difficult. Okay, and this is my schedule for the week. We're gonna start off strong, everybody. So we have today. Thank you again, everybody, for coming, and thank you to those who subscribed. I so truly, genuinely appreciate it. You have no idea. And then tomorrow, we will be playing Storyteller, the game. I thought it was so funny when I was in pre-debut and I was working on all of my stuff. I would be, I saw the game released, and I thought, I swear to God, I thought that somebody, was debuting with this name that I have, and I had a genuine panic moment or something like that, of just like, oh God, now what do I do? But I am going to I'm going to be playing Storyteller. From what I know, it is a little puzzle game, and I'm very excited to see what it has. And Tuesday, some of you in chat may see I am playing Lamento Beyond the Void. Lamento is, if you know anything, and if you don't, I will happily tell you. Lamento is a nitro chiral game. And favorite bitch, based taste. I love Lamento so much, and that's why I'm playing it. I think we as a society have moved past considering dramatical murder as cringed and accept that it is good. I think a lot of the nitro games are, if you don't agree that they're good, you can at the very least say they're always interesting. I am so excited to bring forth Lamento to those of the audience who may not been around to experience it at that time. And to be fair, it has been a long time since I myself have played Lamento. So we're going to go through a little bit of a journey together, but I do remember, I have a memory of key moments. I'm going to talk more on Tuesday about how exactly I'm going to play through Lamento, because I won't cover all of it. I thought really long and hard about whether I'm gonna do good ends and bad ends, but unfortunately, especially with Lamento, with the bad ends, it's just gonna be a censored screen almost the entire time, and with the dialogue and everything, it's not something that, to be fair, Lamento is gonna be obviously pretty censored as I play through it to comply with YouTube guidelines and all that. But to play through the bad ends, it's not going to be fun viewing experience. We're just going to be, I'll be playing it with Amoris. He's going to come with me and experience our Lamento journey. And it's going to be his first time playing through Lamento as well. We had to push back the time a little bit. My typical times for streaming are usually in the AMs, but when I do collab, sometimes we have to push it back a little bit. But yeah, Lamento is a Catboy BL, but it is so much more than a Catboy BL. It is the third installment in the Nitro Chiral series, I believe, and yeah, one of my favorite visual novels, and the lore building and the world building in this game is truly phenomenal, and like I'm so excited to share it with everybody, because it's kind of like if you go in to read like Modazushi or like Heavenly Officials, where you're going in, I was like, where's the men kissing? And then you get bombarded by incredible and exquisite lore. Yeah, so come for the cat boys kissing, stay for the world building and lore, you know? And then on the silliest we've ever been in Play Sweet Pool. Here's the thing, you joke, but we could play Sweet Pool. It's just obviously you just have to censor it properly, but you very much could play Sweet Pool. If you saw my Twitter journey of me playing through Sweet Pool, hands down one of my favorite Nitro games that have ever been made. Like incredible. I will stand by that statement of it being the best Nitro game. Thursday will be a welcome into my archives. You get to see my room. Well, one of my rooms. The archives is where I, of course, chronicle and write down all my little stories and blurbs. Did I say slow damage? Did I not say slow damage? Whoops. I mean, slow damage is my favorite Nitro game. I don't know what I said. But you're welcome into my archives. Yeah, it's where I chronicle everything, where I write, and also where I bring fun and interesting guests to chronicle their lore as well, and also talk further about where they came from. Oh, I said Sweet Pool. I do that often. Yeah, slow damage is my favorite Nitro game by far. Sweet Pool is good though. Sweet Pool is crazy. Sweet Pool is wild. We could play Sweet Pool. We could. We just have to censor it. But yeah, the archives are I'm happy to show them all to you, and yeah, I can't wait for you to see it. And I think, what's this? Oh my god, I hope Kari's still here. So the Sunday after, so yes, next Sunday. I was like, wait, no, today's Sunday. Next Sunday we will be premiering this little visual novel number here, which is Doki Doki Doll Maker. I'm very excited to show this to you guys. We're gonna have a little segment where I'm gonna interview the developer. There you are. Hi. We're gonna have, me and Kari are gonna have a little sit down, and I'm going to talk about what it was creating this game. It's not often you get to sit down with a game developer, you know. and sharing with you all what goes into making a visual novel, and talking a little bit about the creation of the artwork and storyline, and a little bit more about how little behind the scenes about how games are made, you know, especially for visual novels. Every game is different, of course. But I'm very honored and very excited to have her join me for this time. We may potentially do a giveaway, little code giveaway. We'll find out. The time, not sure yet, because I realized I don't think we discussed a time. But it's gonna be more towards the evening, I'm pretty sure. And then yeah, we'll have a nice little sit down where I do a little interview first, and then I'm gonna go and begin my journey and start one of the routes, and then Kari's gonna join me for as long as she wants. She can hang out. Yeah, of course. I'm so happy. This is so exciting for me. This is more of an honor for me. I'm really excited. And then she's gonna sit and join me in call as we walk through one of the stories together. I will see how many routes I go through, because I'm gonna be playing a lot of visual novels. So if you like visual novels, you come to the right place. I play a million. But yeah, we're gonna go through as much as the depending on how long the routes are. I might do a full route. I might do half, and then do finish it off the next time. But yeah, she's gonna join me for as long as she can. But yeah, we'll have that interview segment, and then we'll go through the game. Whoops, there I am. All right, I'm so excited. There we go. And what's this? Oh my god. What could this be? A little manga panel? Or maybe it's a still of something. What could it be? Yay! Oh my god. Let me tell you guys. I wanted to have made sure my lore video was properly done by debut, but ran into a couple complications. This is something that I wanted to produce, and I really, of course, I'm stating once again, as a VTuber, you do not need a fancy lore video. You do not need to do what I did, but this was probably almost a full, like half a year, maybe a little bit more, of me working on the art for this. It is still being in production now. We was supposed to have it by debut, but yeah, just a little ran into a little complications on my end. Everybody else who is like working on this, not their fault at all. It was entirely me. We just gotta finish up some final touches, and then I'm gonna be so happy to share where I officially come from with all of you. It's really exciting. I can't wait, and I hope you'll stay around to see it with me. As someone who wants a lore video, yeah, it's not always a must. You absolutely don't need it. But I knew for me personally that this was integral to me. And I put in the effort, I put in the work. Yeah, it's really, I hope you can stick around and join me for when it gets released. I'll be sure to update along the way, when it gets closer to the time that I can unveil it. I'm expecting November at the latest, I want to say. Just needs a little more time to cook, and that's okay. Oh, and that's it. That's my PowerPoint. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. Good, I'm so glad. I also love lore videos. I really wanted to make my own. And I think with that being it, let's go back to chatting for a little bit. There we are. Smell. Smell. Oh, hold on. There we go. Let me get up and personal in here. Hi. Hello, everyone. Yep. I always have a VOD available. I knew that I was probably going to go on for at least like an hour or so. But hi. It's so good to see you all. I'm so happy you can join me for today and for this debut. It's been what is a debut without a little early scuff? I'm still trying to figure out the chat, and I think all of us who do streaming know that chat is going to be forever an issue that you just have to deal with. But let me put this back on. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. I think that's probably it for now. We're gonna wrap up. I had a long day. Thank you, my love. I'm so excited for our little get together next week. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that for these kind of interview segments and things like that on thank you, baby. Hi, honey. For these interview segments and stuff like that, I wanted to try to make it at a time where the majority of people can and can view them. But yeah, it's I'm so excited. I have lots of stories to share with everybody, lots of things to come in the future, and I appreciate you all joining me. Much love. Can't wait. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I'm so excited for the future. Yeah, I think unless anybody's got any burning questions that I can answer, I think we might call it for today. I'm so glad everything worked out for the most part. This was a lot of behind the scenes work, a lot of hardships that happened during this time. Thank you everybody. That's very kind. I'm gonna back up a little bit, unless you want me close. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, in my I have a link to my socials that are in my bio, as well as they should be down below. But if you want to keep updated on the things that I do, I have a lot of visual novels that I'm going to be cranking through, especially other things for the... Thank you, Relly. I'm so happy that we can finally do more together. This is so exciting. Especially thank you. Especially for the month of October, I have a lot. I am unafraid, I promise. I have a lot of scary games and interesting stuff that I have planned. Telling either spooky stories or playing some interesting horror visual novels, or maybe some other fun things. Little fun gatherings, maybe. I'm so excited for when you can join me for that in the future. We'll have lots of fun together, okay? I think then for now, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. But thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. I'm so glad that my internet connection held up. God, she was going out. You don't understand. She was going. I'll hold your hand always. She was having a very hard time when I was doing some setup things. But I'm glad everything worked out, and I'm once again so happy for you all to join me, and I'm so happy that we can all share lots of stuff together in the future. All right, thank you, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and call it for today, okay? All right, whether it be morning, noon, or night, everybody have a lovely day or a lovely sleep. And I will see you tomorrow, bright and early. See you then. Bye bye. Bye bye.